Just a reminder that the Bible literally says that it is better for your husband to be starving in a desert land than it is for him to live in a house with a wife who is beefing with him all the time.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at men ditching nightlife altogether. What a surprise that is. Don't forget to drop your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you subscribe if you are new here, and let's jump into it.
If you're upset he didn't respond to you, just imagine where you would have to be mentally to receive a message from somebody telling you how they feel and to just look at it and be like, I'm hungry. I'm going to go make some food now and just never think about it again. Like, I'm sorry. That is crazy. I could have no feelings for somebody and still have the audacity to respond.
She'd respond with a massive wall of text and get enraged with him. It is not the same thing.
Controversial opinion? Stop getting mad at men when they ghost you. This is something my father taught me, that when a man is hanging out with you, sees you, seeks you, he will put you into 3 boxes. Number 1, she's ugly to me. I don't want to do anything with her. Number 2, she's cute enough that I'll fuck her, but then I'm not that mentally interested in her, so I'll leave her. Or 3, I see this woman in a wedding dress. If a man is not actively chasing you and doesn't see you on that wedding day, then he just doesn't care about you.
Modern women can't seem to stop obsessing over Chad. Him not caring about her is just a formality at this point.
Stop trying to convince yourself, well, maybe this, maybe that. There is no such thing as a maybe with men. It's either I'm interested in her, I'm gonna see her again. I'm interested in her, I'm going to talk to her again. I'm going to want to provide something to her. And if a man is not actively doing that to you, it means he does not give a shit. No other way to say it. He literally could give a fuck about what he does to you or what you do to him. So please, please, pack your bags if you don't have a man giving you what you will provide.
A guy could be interested, but if she's not reciprocating, then he most likely will stop trying. I don't understand this idea that men have to keep trying even if women aren't interested in them. It's actually deeply insulting.
Okay, so I don't know if this is petty or not, but a few years ago I decided to go on a girls' trip.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, to make things easier, like, I'll put everything on my card and you guys just pay me back.
She said the phrase girls trip. Everything after that kind of proves that she's in the wrong. This whole notion of girls trips shouldn't be done when you're in relationships or anything like that.
So we booked this like almost 2 months in advance. And all I told them was, make sure you pay me back. Like, I don't like to think about money. I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to ask for it. Like, do the right thing and just pay your part, like, before we get there, so it doesn't make anything weird. And so, you know, the day of the trip finally arrives and not one person has paid me back yet. So I was like, okay, maybe when I see him in person, because we're all riding together, that, you know, they'll pay me back. So we get in the car. I don't say anything. Everyone's, you know, turned up, having a good time. Still nothing. I'm like, okay.
She should have never offered to pay. We are dealing with modern women. That money is completely gone.
So we're pulling into the hotel. And finally I was like, hey, y'all, like, no one paid me back yet. Like, it wasn't cheap. Like, just the room was over $2,000. Like, it was a suite. Like, it wasn't cheap. And I prepaid for like dinner reservations and like all the events that we were going to. Like, I paid for everything up front. And so they're like, oh yeah, we just got to go to the ATM. We got you. Like, all of them were on the same page. And I'm like, oh, okay, bet. But that works. That's fine. But I mean, I have Zelle or whatever, but it's whatever. So we get to the hotel, we check in, and still nothing.
Her friends have several stories already planned out as to why they can't pay her back. You watch.
So we go downstairs, and she, one of the girls is like, you know, I want to go get something to wear for tonight. And so we go to the little mall. It's like everyone's shopping. Victoria's Secret. They're going to H&M. Like, still, no one has paid me my money back. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm not asking again. I'll ask once and that's it. I'm not asking again. So that night I had reservations to this really, really nice spot. And so everyone gets super dressed up and we go to dinner. And like 20 minutes in, I'm like, hey, I'll be right back. I went back to the hotel room. I changed into some sweatpants. I packed up went down to the front desk and I said, I am checking out of room, blah, blah, blah. And no one's allowed in there because I'm the only name on the reservation. I canceled all the reservations that we had. I canceled all the events that we were going to. I took an Uber to the airport, rented a car, and drove my ass home.
If a man ever pulled this on a woman, he would be demonized until the end of time for doing that.
Can we all agree that LA is a city that you enjoy during the day? Post-pandemic, nightlife in LA is non-existent. I know there's gonna be some people that are gonna be like, oh my god, girl, you just don't know where to go. Have you gone here? Have you gone there? No. Stop trying. I go out, no one dances, no one wants to raise their hand and fist bump. Everyone's out here wearing tennis shoes, like what? Okay, I'm part of the problem, but like high days, dancing on couches, one oak days, running into celebrities at the club.
Nobody wants to go clubbing anymore, especially men. It's too expensive and there is zero benefit to it.
I think it's kind of over. When that died, my rule of only drinking in Mexico on special occasions and weddings was born. Because I was like, I came to this realization and I was like, oh my gosh, like LA is a city that you want to enjoy during the day. There's so much to do during the day. Why am I going to drink at night and wake up late and be groggy all day when LA is a city that is fun during the day?
At her age, it shouldn't have even taken her this long to realize that getting intoxicated every night is probably a bad idea.
And once you realize that, your life in LA becomes so exciting. Because I feel like I see a lot of people like, oh my gosh, I moved to LA, it's so boring. Yeah, because you keep trying to go out to clubs that are dead, then spend the whole day in bed, groggy, hungover, not enjoying the fun part of the day. Even like day drinking is fun in LA, going on a hike, going to an event, even going to a concert.
Even if these women start going out during the day, it won't actually matter. They will still complain.
And that point was just proven to me this past Saturday because I went to a coffee shop meetup where basically it was a coffee shop at 10 a.m. and they had DJ sets for like 4 hours. Everyone was there sober, sipping on their cold brew, matcha, whatever source of caffeine that they decided to have. And it was so fun. And I was hearing the people behind me and they're like, oh my gosh, sober fun. Like, this is so cool. Like, everyone was just meeting up. It was so wholesome.
It shouldn't be a shocking revelation that you can enjoy yourself while sober.
I feel like more and more people are craving like experiences like that versus like a nightclub. Like, I think nightclubs are kind of dead. Even Run Club is funner than like a nightclub. I know people are gonna roll their eyes and be like, not a run clubber. But I think just like reframing our idea of LA will help everyone have a better LA experience, because when I realized, like, I used to be that girl. I was like, LA's not fun. It's not fun at night. During the day, having the time of my life.
It won't take long for her to get bored of going out during the day when she can't meet a man. You watch.
A piece of actionable dating advice that I can offer. I went out last night for the first time in probably 2 years since meeting my boyfriend. There are not men out at clubs. Men do not go to clubs. And it makes complete sense. If you think about men and you think about what they like to talk to each other. They like to talk to each other about the same things on repeat. And that's the beauty of a man, you know? They are not out at clubs because you cannot talk at a club. And when a guy goes out, they're not necessarily going out to find their wife.
Even when she's making a fair argument, she still has to low-key kind of bash men with that statement.
They're going out to have fun and to maybe meet someone out that doesn't really require talking. If you want to meet someone where you can talk and build a relationship, you need to go somewhere where the men are talking. And I stand by this. I got bullied by the whole world by it. Wilfie and Nell. You got to go to Wilfie and Nell. You have to go to bars like Wilfie and Nell. Channel what I'm saying on a molecular level. Wilfie and Nell is a small bar where men go after work. After work, men like to talk. They like to drink. They like to talk to other people. On a Saturday night, a man is blowing off steam. Also, this is like my type of man. I don't know what your type of man is, but my type of man, he's not out uncing at a club.
It's never once occurred to her that some of these men actually just want to be left alone, maybe.
And I think back to when I was struggling through the dating trenches. I was looking for my worst nightmare in all of the wrong places. Like, I was at a club looking for my husband, but my husband was at his desk. Like, that's, you know, it's never, this is the advice you need to hear. You're not gonna meet the amount of people who are going to meet their significant other clubbing is very small. And then if you also consider that you probably if you're like me, you don't really like clubbing, that percentage of people who go clubbing looking for a husband who also doesn't like to club, like, the math doesn't math on that.
There are still far too many modern women who think that their husbands like to hang out at clubs.
Everyone on this, don't mind me, I'm rolling out. Everyone on this app is like, where are all the hot guys in New York City? I go to these bars, I bar hop, and I see zero hot men. Where are they? They're running, babes. Unfortunately, they're running on the East River or the West Side Highway. More so on the West Side Highway, so way more eye candy last weekend when I ran there. Sometimes Central Park is good, but I think the rivers are your best bet. They go to bed early on the weekend and they wake up and they run. That's where the hot men are at.
She just assumes that every attractive man she sees is like automatically single and looking and interested in her. How crazy is that?
I better pay attention to me tonight. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Touch a boob, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very fucking simple.
Sorry, ladies, but we're just not approaching you in the year 2025. We're not going up to you, buying you a drink just so you can fucking reject us, just so you can ghost our texts. We're done with it. You dress up, looking cute, looking all fancy, standing around, acting like you're the shit, just so you can reject cool, handsome, intelligent, smart, funny men like me. The boys have figured you out and we're not going for it anymore.
If they're not using men for free drinks, they are humiliating men online. I mean, it is simply not worth it at this point for men.
Yeah, nightclubs are dying, and here's why. I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. Nobody wants a table anymore. Back in the day when on any given Wednesday, Rihanna and Kim Kardashian could be spotted shaking ass at a table, yeah, that's pretty cool. That definitely had a moment. But now, the bottles, the signs, the sparklers, ugh, boring. In 2024 alone, I partied in 17 different cities around the world. I also work at Nightlife as a seasoned PR executive.
That much partying is nothing to be proud of. If anything, that just proves where her priorities are.
So when I'm out, I do a lot of looking. I do a lot of field research. I ask a lot of questions. So this is not coming from just one market. This is a worldwide thing. Anyway, the conclusion is nobody's having fun at tables. Everyone is just like sitting there on their phones looking miserable. No one's dancing. No one's having fun. But here's the solution. If clubs just remove tables in the middle section and open that up as a dance floor, win-win. Right now, clubs, especially in LA, are so jam-packed with tables that you can't even mix and mingle. Like if you see a hot guy across the bar, you can't even shoot your shot because there's a bouncer in the way. Tables completely kill the vibe and you can't even go get a drink at the bar. Like it's just killing the revenue for the club. Speaking of bottles, vodka and tequila, like, ew, throw it away.
Getting rid of the tables will just help the nightclub look emptier since nobody's going anyway.
Did y'all know that 67% of Gen Z doesn't even drink? Instead of wasting bottles, promoters should just hand out free drink tickets so that people can at least order what they want. My friend group is about 40 people and none of us have the exact same go-to drink. It just doesn't make sense for all of us to waste money on buying a bottle. We're on the subject of different drinks. If Gen Z isn't drinking, that's fine and cute. I love that. Have mocktails. Like you guys should be having non-alcoholic drink options in the bar and give the freedom to your bartenders to create really cute mocktails.
It's not the lack of drinking alcohol, it's the lack of interest in clubs in general.
So yeah, no more basic vodka sodas or like tequila Red Bull. Like no, have like cute little cocktails. You can pre-make them or whatever. Just something that we can post on our Instagram and like be cute, you know? Okay, my third and final tip. The front door is killing your business. If I'm bringing my friends and my money into your club, I should be greeted with at least a smile. They are so hostile. They're like, what are you doing? What do you want? Like, who are you here with? Like, damn, like I'm just trying to spend money and shake my ass. Like I'm not here to like get arrested. Like, holy hell.
Every single thing that she's listing isn't going to actually save clubs. Those places are on life support at best at this point.
Back in the day, that like mean door girl era, like that might have been cute, but now you're just gonna get your club canceled. And like people remember that. Like there's literally a running list in my notes app on my phone of clubs I will never go to. Not because the club sucked or the venue sucked, but because the people at the front door were pricks and it killed my whole vibe before I was even able to walk in. But the bougie clubs and the fun clubs with like really nice, like, hi, how are you? Like, oh my God, you look great. Like, what can we do for you? How many are you in your group? Like those type of clubs, like I will spend hundreds of dollars and come back every single weekend. Anyways, I have ideas for days, so let me know if you want a part 2.
Clubs need men to spend their money. That is not happening anymore, so her ideas are completely useless.
You guys don't believe me. Men don't like women. No, I'm not saying that they're gay. Men don't care about women anymore. That is literally why the club culture is dying. I remember back in the day, and by that I mean like 10 years ago, going to clubs. And as a gay man, listen, I know my place, okay? Not to get that twisted. As a gay person, I also feel like I have a perspective on like both straight men and women and like how they interact. I remember a time where if you were on the guest list as a man with a little ding-a-ling in between your legs, you still gotta pay. Women would get in for free.
That doesn't mean that men don't like women. That business model used to actually work for clubs.
Sometimes they might have to pay like $5, maybe $10 at most. For the most part, it wasn't that hard to get on a guest list if you were a woman. But nowadays, we see men don't want to pay. Men want to cut in line. They don't want to pay for an entrance. They want to pay for a bottle. These men genuinely want to be the center of attention. What's going to happen when the clubs start to look like a cock fest? What's going to happen when no girls go to the clubs anymore? Because if only men show up to these clubs, might as well turn it into a strip club as well.
That doesn't seem to be a problem, since many men have given up on clubs in general at this point.
Because the women aren't going, the women don't feel prioritized, they're pouncing through them. No, excuse me, move, bitch. Ladies, take your power back. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna have to figure it out. Take your power back, because these men are genuinely trying to take over your spot. What they're missing is the heels, honestly.
Once men stopped spending money, the quote-unquote power women had was truly non-existent.
Men don't come up to you, not even bitch. Nobody comes up to you in the club. Nobody comes up to you in the club. They be scary as fuck, and I don't understand why.
Y'all scared men off. Y'all scared men off. The men that you want to approach you are probably playing an NBA game right now on ESPN. So they're a little busy. You're going to complain men don't approach you, but when they do approach you, you're going to also complain.
It's not that men aren't approaching them, it's that Chad is not approaching them.
See, the thing about it is, y'all like getting approached and being able to turn a dude down and makes you feel good. Dudes are getting tired of being on someone's TikTok. You and your girl, y'all look like y'all turning down 90% of dudes that approach anyway. So why are you complaining about being approached? You just enjoy rejecting dudes? Like, it's crazy out here.
Modern women turned rejection into a humiliation ritual. It is not worth the hassle anymore.
Women don't go out on girls' night out because they want to hang with their girlfriends. They go out on girls' night out because they want attention from other men. That's why they do it. Otherwise, they would stay at home and they would dance in their friend's house, or they would go out and they would be dressed in jeans and a t-shirt. They would not be half naked at the bar, drunk, with their girlfriends. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, okay? And you will find over and over again the bachelorette parties, the girls' night out, all of that stuff looking shady as it comes. They get sloppy as they drink. They kind of forget that guy at home. Or they maybe don't make out with anyone or do anything, but they get phone numbers, or they get guys coming over to them, or they get their free drinks, or they do their little grinding dance. And it's like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas moment, right? Right?
It's rather creepy how modern women will find that kind of behavior to be just completely normal. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.